Here we are again, guys. Gonna do the daily leveling roulette as a monk again. So let's see what we get. Oh, is this Aurum Vale? Aurum Vale. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. This is a dungeon which can go bad so easily if people are not aware of what's going on around them, especially because of those big frogs on the middle of the room, because just like Smile Darkhold, they can pull you into, yeah, like that. And then if you're unlucky, you can get 2, 3, 4 patrols, and then everyone dies miserably. But yeah, seems to be going fine so far, at least. A stun to interrupt it, so it doesn't jump up and do damage. Just kill it fast, because it's annoying, and it also blocks a lot of vision, which is actually quite important here. Here you should pick a side. Generally the left side is the best one. No, don't go through the middle, dude. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, oh, you're gonna wipe. Okay. We'll try to salvage this. No, we're not gonna be able to. Yeah, someone already warned. Yeah, this happens. It's only death, who cares? Yeah, just take it with a positive mindset. Don't get too pissed with people, especially because you're bound. Especially because he's a sprout, as you can see, means he's a new player. Gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. And if you don't explain before he starts, well, he actually should have said, "Oh, first time," because I was a sprout. This is my second character, so I was a sprout, so I knew what I was doing. By that time, I didn't need people explaining, so yeah. You should always say, if it's the first time, please say it. People won't get mad at you. They'll just try to explain things and give you some kind of pointers. Even if you know what the hell you're doing. Okay, the big froggo. Let me do this. I activated arm's length so you wouldn't pull me, because your immunity to knockback and draw, you're immune to knockback and draw in effects, which is actually quite nice when you're pulling these fellas. So that's a tip for whenever you're tanking, or even if you're a DPS, you can do that. Okay, we're gonna pull those fellas, because the tank doesn't know how to line of sight them, but it's fine, it's only a couple of monsters, provided he doesn't let the healer die. I'm gonna buff up the healing. More patrols incoming? No? All good. Oh, it's actually quite a lot. I thought we only got a patrol, but apparently got 2 of them. Well, the Lily can manage. Generally what you want to do is you pull all of the monsters until here, you hide there, you kill them, and then you wait for the frog to go away, and then you run in, pulling everything, and you go here into this corner. So they don't have line of sight of you, and then run towards you. Here you should always eat the fruit, one of the marble fruits, at as soon as you get 2 stacks of the debuff. 2 is ideal because it's the amount. I'm just gonna explain this. Yeah, so whenever you get 2 debuffs, it's more or less the amount of time it takes for you to get 2 debuffs. It's the amount of time that the fruit takes to respawn. So you can just use that as a rule. Yeah, I forget I still don't have my dragon kick, which is so annoying. Because I just do slash to 6 to 5, and then I'm done. Yeah, messed up the positional on Bootshine. Yeah, it's all good, especially because Bootshine crits when it's on the back. Okay, tank is going for that one, so I'll go for this one. Oh, avoid the yellow pools because they will do damage to you. All those positionals. Yeah, remember you can also abuse True North whenever you can't hit your positionals. True North, which is this, will allow you, your positionals will count as if you were in the correct position, even if you aren't. Here, self-sustaining abilities like Second Wind, Bloodbath and whatnot are quite useful as well. Because they'll help you sustain, so the healer doesn't have to always be healing. Yeah, you don't need to stay at the back, you just need to be where the circle is open. See, here, it's a back attack. But yeah, easy peasy. A lot of people wipe on this boss because of this mechanic, because people don't eat their fruits. The tank can also stun him whenever he goes to grab the fruit. You can stun him and then go for the fruit, and generally you have the time to go back. I'm just gonna kill these so they don't spawn. Hey, you can actually pull this whole room, just the DPS has got to be sure to kill the small... well, if you don't kill the eggs, I guess, they will spawn these marbles, which will give you more XP, so there's that. No, you don't need to tank them. Yeah, here is just a marble. Just be aware of the bad breath and don't stay in front of it. You can also stun him whenever he's not positioned correctly, so people don't have to avoid it. They will also do that tank buster, so you should avoid standing in front of it. Okay, pass. Yeah, this minion. Everyone has this minion already. Yeah. Let's go. Here is another problem area. Generally what people do is they pull this pack and that pack and run in, and then use that wall there to keep out of the line of sight of the monsters, so they will run to him and stack up together, so you can AoE them down. But you can also do it like this. It's fine. It's actually quite okay. So yeah, we just need to kill them. And then he'll pull the other pack and we'll kill it. And it's all good. People just do that because it's easier to avoid the patrols and whatnot. Yeah, especially because that fella does that, which makes him a tad bit annoying. You can also stun them, especially if you're a DPS, and even the tank can use the stun because it works as a damage mitigation tool. If you have a white mage, there's no need to, because they can use Holy, which is actually one of the best mitigating spells white mage has. It just stuns them all, so the tank will take no damage because they're stunned. Oh, this fella. Ah, wait, he's going for the chest. Yeah, there's a chest there. Here, just dodge AoEs pretty much. It used to be annoying. Um, uh, yeah, as a rule of thumb, for a tank, you should never tank the boss facing the party, because they generally have cleaves and things like that that can kill, that can easily kill the melee DPSs and the healers and whatnot. Yeah, this is not tankable. You can't really force him to do that in any way. But yeah, as a rule of thumb, always face the monsters away from here. This you can stun. This boss is stunnable, so you can stun that AoE. And make it so it doesn't use it. Which is just makes it the fight go faster. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Should have saved that. I nearly got hit by that. But yeah, it's mostly a dodge AoE, tank and spank. All the AoEs are easily dodgeable. They used to not be telegraphed. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I died. Yeah, I tried to stun him, he was stunned too often and turned immune. Because that's something that happens. All the stuns and the debuffs in this game have diminishing returns, so you use one, the next one will be slightly weaker in time, and then the one afterwards will be even weaker, and by the fourth stun, they'll turn immune. Yeah, try to use self-healing, especially on this high damage times. Yeah, the tank's probably not using his cooldowns as he should, but that's to be expected since people are not used to using cooldowns on cooldown whenever they're up. But generally here, you should on this game you should always use your cooldowns on trash packs, because they tend to hit a lot harder than the bosses. Well, later on it changes a little bit, because they'll have tank busters, which you have to use a cooldown or something, else you'll nearly get one-shotted. But then tanks will also get shorter cooldowns that reduce the damage as well, so they can be using those for that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, you should always see how that tank is using it. Yeah, he's actually using Rampart and Reprisal together. See, Reprisal. They work best. It's generally not a good idea to use a bunch of cooldowns, of tank cooldowns, because they also have diminishing returns. Say, for example, if you have a skill that reduces 30% of the damage will be reduced by 30%, so 100 will be reduced to 70, and then the other cooldown you use after it will reduce that 70 by the percentage it says. So if you use Rampart, which reduces by 20%, it will reduce the 70 by 20%, not the full 100. So you won't get a 50% damage reduction, it will be slightly lower, a bit lower I mean. Yeah. Here you just focus on tanking the marbles and let the DPS take care of the eggs, because the eggs won't attack, as I am doing. Yeah, then just kill the gold vine. Oh, they're actually called gold vines, right. Never mind. Okay, here we have again the same thing. Just kill them, kill them, kill them. Here the same thing. Just kill them before they spawn the marbles. You can let them spawn if you want extra XP, but it's not that much. Well, it's 10 times the XP, but it's only on those. I can go on. Oh, we're nearly at the last boss. The last boss has a similar mechanic to the first one, but the fruits won't respawn. But ideally, you should always eat a fruit at 2-3 stacks, because you run the risk of getting one-shotted, especially when you're lower geared. Because it also applies a dot, but the thing is, whenever it applies a debuff, it will deal damage according to the number of debuffs you have. So the higher your number of debuffs, the higher the damage it will do. At say 4 to 5 stacks, it will hit for like 4k. So at 4 to 5 I believe, it will pretty much one-shot everyone except the tank. So yeah, be aware of that. But see, there's plenty of fruits, they just don't respawn. Generally, you can kill it before things go south, because before you run out of fruit, so it's all good. But yeah, 2-3 fruits, 2-3 stacks of the debuff. I'm gonna try to point it out if I don't forget. I messed up, dropped that. Yeah, bad breath is bad, so avoid it. This is the thing. Here, the debuff. See, I took some damage. And then he also does this, which is a targeted application of the debuff. So not everyone will have to eat a fruit at the same time. Because of that, generally one of the persons will see here again, single target application of the debuff, and then followed by a third application. See? Second to 3, it took me more than half of my HP. So yeah, 3, you should avoid stacking more than 3. kill the marbles before they spawn, and it's all good. And it's mostly a tank and spank fight, like the rest. Oh, he also does a tank buster, but here it's not. It doesn't work the same way as it does later on the game. Different design philosophies. I've talked this on a previous video. So yeah. Messed up the rotation again. But yeah, it's mostly that. Only those couple of mechanics which you have to be aware of. You can let it go to 3, no issue. Especially if you have self-healing. It also helps out the healer quite a lot. See that, Vine Pro? Move away from it. I forgot to use Limit Break. I was so focused at keeping up the rotation, I forgot the Limit Break. Yeah, this happens to me a lot. This is why I'm not that good as a melee DPS. I get way too focused on the rotation. I get way too focused on my rotation and then end up messing that up. Oh, let me pass. I'll give this to the Astro because he actually played quite well. Also using the cards and whatnot. But yeah, guys, this is it. This was Aurum Vale, which some people loathe. Really loathe. As you can see, it's nothing all that amazing. You can get killed occasionally on it, but if you know what the hell you're doing, it works fine. It's all good. So anyway, this is goodbye for me. Guys, enjoy. I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.